Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where skincare is all about progression over perfection because perfection doesn't exist. Now, I'm probably going to call this video something like skincare products influencers are lying about or something like that. What I want to do is go through some of the most popular viral skincare products and let you know from a personal opinion what I think is worth the viral hype, what I think people might be exaggerating on a little bit, and whether I think these products are actually worth your money or not. So of course this is all my opinion, but I do think that some influencers, especially on TikTok, exaggerate how good a product is in order to make a catchy video, you know? So let's go through them all. Let's start off with Dr. Sam's Flawless Neutralizing Gel. And this is a targeted treatment designed to combat breakouts, blackheads, and dark marks. Now, it's formulated with azelaic acid, salicylic acid, bakuchiol, and I think it has succinic acid in it. I'm not sure, maybe. And it helps reduce redness, the appearance of spots as well, or the size of spots too, and prevent future breakouts. Now, I've used this. I really like this. Oh, you will see an ad of me on this, but I created the TikTok first about how much I love this product, and then Dr. Sam reached out to me and asked if they could run it as an ad. I was like, yeah, go for it. But it was ad-free, paid for with my own money. I used it myself after putting it off for about a year, actually. I just wasn't interested in it, and then I used it on a really aggressive spot and it was great. So this is a hydrating, fragrance-free, vegan, cruelty-free, like gel, direct spot treatment, essentially. Oh, I forgot to say it has azelaic acid in it as well to help with that redness, congestion, all that kind of stuff too. Salicylic acid as well, of course, to unclog pores, help with like congestion, all that kind of stuff. Really nice. You apply this onto dry skin and then apply stuff over the top of it. You need the tiniest amount of this, like half a pea size amount for a spot, not even that. And you apply it to a direct treatment area. I apply this on a really red, aggressive spot, and the next day completely gone. The redness faded completely. When I say completely gone, I mean the redness was completely gone. There was a tiny little bump, but you couldn't notice it compared to what it was the day before, what that spot was the day before. Red looked like it was ready to pop. It really hurt as well. This calmed everything down overnight for me. I did try and use it on like a whole area, you know, just trying to like calm down inflammation. It didn't really work so well as like a moisturizer, but as a direct spot treatment, this is so good. I think my favorite direct spot treatment since this one, the paste, the zinc paste one. Oh, what's that brand called? That one's still really good. But yeah, this one's probably my favorite. I don't know if I've ever really talked about the Roche-Posay Cicaplast balm, which everybody uses, and it's viral all the time, mainly because it's just like very popular. But this is like a multi-purpose, like soothing and repairing balm designed for sensitive skin and irritated skin. They even say it's suitable for babies. It's like that calming and sensitive and I was going to say safe, but all your products are safe, of course. For me, I use it when I've completely fucked my skin. When my barrier's destroyed, I will use this. The key ingredients being panthenol, also known as vitamin B5, to help soothe and hydrate the skin. Madecassoside in here as well, which is from Centella asiatica, again, helping repair the skin, soothe and calm. Glycerin to help hydrate, then shea butter for moisturization. It is really nice. Like, it does the job it needs to do, and it does it very well. I don't find this any more like healing though, to be honest, than like a good ceramide moisturizer. Like, I wouldn't pick this one up in an emergency, you know? Like, if I knew my skin needed to be healed by like the next day or 2 days later, I'd use Astura's Atto Barrier Cream. But it is good. But I would use this on properly damaged skin. When I've had a cut or a graze, I've used it on this, and it's been really good at healing. They say it's non-greasy, but I actually find it a little bit greasy as well. So it's not something I could use during the day. It's definitely a first thing before bed kind of thing. But yeah, it's good. I like it. It's worth the money. It's pretty affordable. Does the job it needs to do. So yeah, good. It's worth the hype, I would say. La Roche-Posay Anthelios UV Immune 400 Invisible Fluid SPF 50+. This is a facial sunscreen, of course, formulated specifically for sensitive skin. Broad spectrum, so UVA, UVB, and they say ultra long UVA rays, protection against all that. This is an ultra light fluidy sunscreen. Think those Japanese alcohol heavy sunscreens. And listen, I don't care about alcohol in products whatsoever. It's a great solvent. It delivers those active ingredients. It evaporates off your skin. It makes things dry down nicely without drying my skin. But it does have this kind of like, not matte finish, but matter than dewier kind of finish to it as well. It's also sweat and water resistant. It's also fragrance free, but this is what I don't like about this one. I've only ever seen this in ads, which again isn't a bad thing, but I've only ever seen people talk about it in an ad because I think they ran quite a few ads all at the same time. For me, it's just a sunscreen. It's got no fragrance in, but it smells like sunscreen. Do you know what I mean? It reminds you of like a very old-fashioned sunscreen. For me, it stung my eyes. For me, it irritated my skin. I do have a particular disliking for a particular UV chemical filter, but I can't narrow it down just yet. So that could be the case here. But for me, there was nothing special about this sunscreen as far as application, drying down, reapplication. It was just a very basic run-of-the-mill sunscreen. I think if you're very, very oily, you'll be absolutely fine with this sunscreen. If you're very, very dry, you'll be fine, but you probably prefer something like Round Lab sunscreens, like something that's actually moisturizing. But for me, this was just like, it's a sunscreen. It's a sunscreen. Caudalie Vino Perfect Brightening Dark Spot Serum. I can't remember if I've talked about this one before. I don't love Caudalie products. I don't hate them either. There are a few that I genuinely like, more that I dislike, but this really is like a cult favorite serum that is designed to reduce the appearance of dark spots and enhance radiance overall. And they say that this is because of their viniferine, a painted vine sap extract that apparently is clinically proven to be 60 times more effective than vitamin C in brightening the complexion. You have bisbol in here as well to help calm the skin, and squalane as well, so moisturization without that heavy greasiness. This is nice. This is nice if you are looking to add a brightness to your skin. Maybe your skin's feeling dull, tired with the change of season. My skin's always like, I'm giving up for a bit. And I found this serum to be revitalizing for the skin, I guess you can say. What I didn't find it was good at was helping with dark spots and hyperpigmentation at all, really. Whilst I would say it helped even out my tone a little bit more, it didn't really help with dark spots, and that's after a month's use. So maybe I needed like another month, but I do have products that help reduce the appearance of dark spots that work within a month, you know? But as I said, it was a nice daily use serum that gave my skin a bit of a pick-me-up, but it wasn't necessarily the miracle dark spot healer that a lot of people make it out to be. I also don't see a lot, like I'm terrible at giving before and afters, but I don't see a lot of before and afters when influencers are talking about this product. Like I want to see how it brightened your dark spots, and I never really see that. I believe they have some interesting before and afters on their website, but that's the only kind of like thing I've seen. So for me, I feel like it's a nice but pricey skin brightening serum, but you get the same thing for a lot less. And that's what I kind of find with Caudalie in general, is that their products are nice, but they don't necessarily do the things they say they're gonna do. But they do make your skin look good, you know? But I think it's like £50. It's not for me. I wouldn't buy it again, but it was nice whilst I was using it. Kosas Dream Bean Smoothing Makeup Base SPF 30+. This is what they call a clean mineral-based sunscreen and primer hybrid, which is designed to hydrate, smooth, and protect your skin. They say formulated with 21.7% non-nano zinc oxide for broad spectrum protection, PA4+. This does give a very natural glow finish. It's very, very lightweight, but it does have this like itchy back, this pinky peach tint to it, which they say neutralizes the white cast of zinc oxide, making it suitable for all skin tones. It really doesn't make it suitable for all skin tones if you add peach in. Like that doesn't make a mineral sunscreen universal, you know? What I will say is I first used this when I went to LA with Space NK and we did a day with Kosas, and it was very, very nice. It was very, very nice. It sat great on the skin. It reapplied without any pilling, like every 2 hours or so, and it made my skin look naturally dewy and well cared for, you know? And whilst it didn't dry down completely matte, it has like a matte-ish finish to it, like you kind of expect from a zinc oxide sunscreen. But this does have squalane in here, which did help with that moisture a little bit. We have ceramides as well, and peptides and bisbol. So it's skin barrier protecting and soothing as well. So it does feel like a moisturizer that just happens to dry down a little bit. I don't like this under makeup, and I know that's kind of like the whole point, is that it's meant to be like a primer hybrid. But I found that makeup didn't, and I'm not a makeup pro, obviously, but makeup didn't sit on the skin. It didn't glide like it usually does with a normal primer, or like it's just a nice moisturizer. Peeled in some places. Yeah, it wasn't the nicest in my opinion, but as an everyday sunscreen, it was nice. That new ultraviolet sunscreen, the Future Fluid I think it's called, is very, very nice under makeup. They now have a golden hue version of the Kosas one, which they say gives a more radiant glow, which I haven't tried yet, but yeah, that might be all right. We have a Laneige lip sleeping mask, of course, in a viral video. This is their cotton candy swirl, and this is like a limited edition version that everyone's talking about on TikTok, and it has this cotton candy scent that's like pink and blue and swirly, and it's cute. What do we have in here? We have vitamin C, berry fruit extracts as well, so you get a lot of antioxidant properties, coconut oil and shea butter for moisturization and hydration. You know, whenever I talk about these, I always say how the strawberry one for some reason doesn't work for my lips. This is kind of the same. Like, this feels nice and smells nice and it's fun and it's swirly and stuff, but I just don't wake up with those plump, hydrated lips that you should do from an overnight mask. Their gummy bear version, I absolutely do, but the strawberry one and this cotton candy one, I just don't, and I don't know why. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the colors, maybe it's the flavorings in here, the fragrance. There's just something about it that doesn't do what it's supposed to do for me. Again, I much prefer their like glowy tube ones as an overnight mask overall. I find them all to be much more moisturizing and hydrating than the sleeping masks. Ultraviolet Supreme Screen SPF 50 Plus Hydrating Skin Screen. This is a hydrating sunscreen that doubles as a primer and a moisturizer. And they say it's ideal for normal to dry skin, offering broad spectrum SPF 50 Plus protection with a satin finish, with no greasy typical sunscreen finish to it, right? And that makes it kind of sound like whenever they say satin finish, it sounds really drying, but this has glycerin in, it has saccharides, isomerate, which helps bind moisture to the skin, Kakadu plum, which is a nice antioxidant, and this is actually one of my favorite sunscreens from Ultraviolet. It dries down naturally without being overly dewy, so you can use all your dewy products throughout your skincare routine with that sunscreen not then adding an extra greasy finish, which I feel like a lot of sunscreens do. And with that, it makes reapplying every couple of hours really nice because you just don't feel like you're piling product on top of, like, especially when it comes to summer, like piling product on top of like sweaty, oily, dewy skin, you know? As my skin changes, I'm revisiting Ultraviolet because I feel like a lot of their sunscreens weren't for me 2-3 years ago. And now as I'm becoming more combination and having to find products that work both for my oily skin and my dry skin, their products work a lot better for me, but this is a yes for me. This is a real yes for me. But what I do find with Ultraviolet is one product might be somebody's like holy grail, and for somebody else, it just doesn't work at all. There seems to be no in between. Either people love that one product or they absolutely hate it. And that's definitely the same for me. There's no real in between, but all really, really good. Now, this is a brand I've done sponsorships with, but I'm going to tell you something that they wouldn't let me talk about. Shark's Cryo Glow Under Eye Cooling and LED Repair Mask. This is like a multifunctional LED mask that has all the properties of an LED mask, but also refreshes the under eye with this cryotherapy. And it's really, they get really cold. It's really refreshing and like rejuvenating. And then you have, I think it's 3 different settings on here, all using red and blue, blue and red, and infrared light as well to address various different skincare concerns, right? We know how LED light works now. So there's their blemish repair, skin maintenance, and eye revival. And yeah, you have to use this on cleansed, dry skin. You have to use this every day. If you want to see results, you have to use this every day. I love this mask. They sent this to me about 2 months before I agreed to signing any contracts, before its release date as well. And one thing they wouldn't let me say in the ads that I did with them, and it's absolutely fine because it's a legal thing, it's a drug claim I think it is, infrared light helps so much with my rosacea. So I couldn't even reply to the comments. I just wasn't allowed to use the term rosacea, which makes sense. But near infrared light just helps so much. It's the 2 things, barrier repair, and healing, and infrared light has helped with my rosacea so much. And this mask has just been amazing. I use this every single day. If you really don't think you're going to use a mask every single day, there's another amazing LED mask by Iris Store who I've also done work with. But That's a lot more powerful and you can use it every 3 days. It's a little bit more expensive. So it just depends on if you realistically think that you're going to use something like this every single day. I love it. I think it's worth the hype. There's somebody on TikTok who I'll try and find who is doing like a monthly challenge with this mask, not sponsored. She bought the product herself and her results have been really, really good. So I'll try and find that and put the name up here and a little clip of the video. I love this. I really do love this. Erborian CC Creme Claire. This is a multi-purpose like color correcting CC cream, which they say adapts to your skin tone to enhance natural radiance and provide a flawless complexion. This in Erborian fashion has Centella asiatica in to help soothe the skin, and this also offers an SPF of 25. It is a lightweight formula, and I do get why people love it. I love their green color corrector. This I find, I think it's because of the touch of sunscreen, I find this is drying. It's very, very clingy. If you have any texture on your skin, I found that this clung to those dry patches so bad. It highlighted every single pore on my nose, and whilst it is a lightweight formula, it's not buildable in any way whatsoever. So if you're looking to color correct, I feel like I had to apply way more of this. And then the more I put on, the more it peeled and the heavier and kind of like drier things looked. Really, really not a fan of this one at all. They say it could be worn alone or under makeup as a makeup primer. And again, I found this terrible as a makeup primer. It just was not good at all, at all. But again, their green color correcting one does all the above perfectly. Finishing on a new launch, which I literally just tried the other day, Milk Makeup's Cooling Water Jelly Ice Stick thing. And this is a serum stick with that bouncy jelly texture that they did with all their blushes, which they say it helps reduce the look of puffiness and redness for calmer looking skin, calming irritation and providing a cooling sensation. Key ingredients, of course, being niacinamide to help brighten the even skin tone, caffeine to reduce puffiness, aloe vera to soothe and hydrate the skin, and they have seawater in here as well, which they say provides minerals to the skin. They also say it has a redness calming complex too. I enjoyed this in the sense that it was soothing, but I don't love the idea of a serum stick. Of course, these serums are going to have the right preservative system to enable you to constantly put it on your skin, and you should be fine putting this onto cleansed skin, right? What I found though is the amount I was having to rub it back and forth on my skin to get the same kind of product payoff that you would do with a normal hydrating serum was crazy. I feel like it would run out so quick. I was having to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had to do like 5 on my cheek, 5 on the other cheek, a fair few on my forehead, and then I was patting it in, and you just didn't get that hydrating payoff that you get with like hydrating serums, calming serums, cooling serums. What I'm saying is I don't get serum stick form. I don't get it. Oh no, sometimes I do. But in this case, it just wasn't, the payoff wasn't enough for me. The instant cooling was very, very nice. And that's probably more what I would use this for on a daily basis rather than the ingredient benefits, to be honest with you. But it was nice. Part of me was like, are they just trying to see what they can add to their kind of like very gimmicky but cool like jelly blushes? Just trying to expand on that for that bit of virality again. But for me, I don't know. If you don't like your skin dewy, glowy, feeling hydrated, and you just want it calmed, this will be fine. But I just feel like if you're gonna have these hydrating ingredients in a serum, it should feel like your skin is hydrated. Like my skin felt like nothing was on it after, which I don't like. But let me know what you think about some of these products. Do you love any of these? Do you hate any of these? And if you want my opinion on any more viral skincare products, leave the product name in the comments down below, and I'll let you know what I think. You can watch some more product reviews here, some general light entertainment here, and I'll see you next time.